And then speaking of heart-wrenching, like it's the end of Hailey Van Lith's college career, which we have had 5 seasons of. And I truly believe that Hailey Van Lith will go down as one of the college greats. And it's not just because of the accolades that she's collected on the court. Like, yes, there is the notion that she's the first player, men's or women's, to reach 5 straight Elite Eights. And she did it with 3 different teams, with Louisville, with LSU, with TCU. She was Big 12 Player of the Year this year, previously a 2-time ACC first teamer. She has the most NCAA tournament wins of any Division I player in history. Like, she will go down as a college great for her play and her activity on the court, but she'll also go down as a college great for her story. Like, her quotes last night were so raw and open, and she's been that way, right? Like, she's been really open about her journey with mental health, what it meant to play college basketball for 5 years, and the ups and downs of her mental health, and finding joy in life and in basketball through some of those struggles. And I just thought she had some of the most powerful words that I've heard from a player following the end of a career or the end of a season, where she talked about how she always felt as if God put being great on her heart, and then she wasn't able to measure up to that, and having to deal with that not working out, and then having the gratitude for the hard journey and the suffering. And like, she went as far as like thanking God for the nights that she didn't want to be alive anymore, and for the times that she had to have medication because she couldn't sleep and she couldn't eat, and how she framed it all as like this beautiful thing called life that she's learned to enjoy. If you have the opportunity, it was a little bit long of a soundbite, like go listen to it. Scott Van Pelt played it on SportsCenter last night, which is when I first heard it, but it was just beautiful. And frankly, I will miss Hailey Van Lith in the college basketball space. I look forward to seeing what's next for her, but absolutely one of the greats of college basketball history.
Another great thing about college basketball is that right after those losses, right after the loss to end your collegiate career for some, and for most, your athletic career playing in any sort of meaningful competitive way, you get those raw moments, and moments where you can say, hey, didn't win it all. I don't think you ever won it all, but you had a stellar career for all the reasons you said, Jessica. Hailey Van Lith had a stellar career. Can you reflect on that some and talk to us a little bit about what that means for you? And her answer, like thought-provoking, insightful, is really good stuff. And it's been a lot of young men and young women this season and in seasons past give those types of answers. And I think that one of the lost in that, did my team win or lose? What's my team doing in the free agency market? That lost in that sort of stuff as it pertains to sports is the way that sports explains the human condition, I think, better than anything else we have as a societal collective, because there are pressures in sports, just like there are pressures in your real life. You will be successful, you will fail, and how you respond to the successes and the failures is what makes you you, and what makes you at the end of the day a good or a bad person. And when we get those moments showcased on camera in front of us for all to see, I think that's a beautiful thing. And I appreciate Hailey Van Lith and all the other athletes this year and in seasons past who give us that. It allows us to grapple with our failures. It allows us to grapple with our mortality, with us getting older. I'm able to look at Van Lith, and I know she's going to go on to play in the WNBA in some capacity, right? But I'm able to I'm looking at her. I think she's a first-round draft pick. Last mock draft I saw, she was a first-round draft pick. And I'm able to look at her grappling with her end, and I can grapple with the ends of things that have happened in my life, be it the end of my basketball playing career or the end of my pharmacy school career, and the various relationships that I've had with loved ones. Like, it's just a beautiful thing to see, and I applaud her, like I said, for giving us that moment.
And gives future athletes a template to maybe not have to go through the lowest of the lows, right? Yeah. Like, if you can understand this is a universal experience, it makes it a little bit easier along the way. And it takes transparency from someone like her and the other athletes that you mentioned.
The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hart, live every weekday at 8 a.m.